This is Tank Versus.
The most badass show about which tank is stronger.
Who will win? The AMX 1390 or the Type 62?
The Swedish M42 or the Italian P40?
The Tracked Crusader 3 or the Wheeled Puma?
This time it's a fight between two high-end MBTs. One of the most advanced early Leopards, the 1A5,
and the American M60A2 Starship, capable of firing both conventional rounds and guided missiles.
Let's go!
The first fight takes place in the picturesque setting of the Carpathians. There's a distance of roughly 800 meters between our fighters.
The Leopard is approaching sea. It's carefully watching for any signs of the enemy.
And the American tank is at the castle ruins. It's also trying to locate the opponent, and they see it. Trying to stay hidden, the M60A2 decides to make a shot from cover. It's possible thanks to the ballistics of its HE round. It uses its laser rangefinder to calculate distance. Fire!
A direct hit to the roof! The Leopard was caught completely off guard. That's an almost instant, overwhelming win for the American MBT.
That was a very fast round, as it's often the case with modern vehicles. But let's not rush to conclusions just yet. Starship Leopard 1-0.
For the second round, we move to the green pastures of Fields of Poland. Let's see how our duelists perform at longer ranges. The American tank decides to move to a position behind the lake.
And the Leopard heads for the mills. When it gets there, it does a quick scan of its surroundings with thermals. Target spotted. It's the M60A2. They're still on the move. Without wasting any time, the German crew determines the range and greets the opponent with an APF SDS round.
Not so fast. The American MBT sees the flash and immediately makes a sharp turn. It's a miss.
Now it's the German vehicle's turn to be in the crosshairs. The Starship also calculates the range and returns fire with an HE round.
Not even close. The Leopard makes good use of its superior mobility.
The Starship hides behind a hill and gets ready to fire an HEGM. That's one of its trump cards. It sneaks out of cover a little bit, and the missile is on its way to the target.
The German tank registers the launch and keeps so close in the distance as if it isn't in grave danger.
The American tank steers the missile. That's no easy task at this range, but it just needs to connect with the target.
It's really close. And the Leopard uses the machine gun to shoot the missile down. Without skipping a beat, they determine the range to the enemy and return fire. It's a body shot! The vehicle goes up in flames.
What a showdown! This time it was the German vehicle that prevailed. 1-1.
The final round takes place on Ash River. The German tank gets to a nice position behind a rock, and here's the enemy. Maybe this is a chance to quickly finish the battle.
The Starship slowly climbs to the high ground, takes a look around, and also spots the opponent.
Unfortunately, from this position, the only thing the Leopard can see is the commander's cupola of the American MBT.
The Starship fires an HE round. It doesn't have the best ballistics in the world, but as we already know, it can be used for a kind of plunging fire.
And it works! A hit to the upper part of the mantlet. The barrel is damaged. The Leopard immediately deploys a smokescreen and tries to disengage.
A reasonable move. It's not enough to throw the American MBT off the scent, though. They slowly follow the opponent into the smoke.
More smoke? There's no such thing as being too careful, and the Leopard starts repairing itself.
The M60A2 probes the space in front of it with its machine gun. It's a dangerous game of hide and seek. The American tank simply can't allow the Leopard to finish the repairs.
They're so close, they almost touch each other. Here it is! Having located the German MBT, the Starship immediately fires at the enemy side with an HE round.
A good shot and a clean win. Starship Leopard 2-1.
The winner of this versus is the M60A2 Starship. See the next episode of Tank Versus next week. Who's going to win? The Soviet Chrysanthema or the American MBT-70?
Share your predictions in the comments.